get your shine. Get your shine on, man. Why you worry about me? Get your shine on, man. Why you worry about me? So all your haters, get up, relax your mind. Stop worrying about these other dudes and get your shine. Get your shine on, man. Why you worry about me? And get your shine on, man. Why you worry about me?
Yo, what up? This your boy Teddy B, back with another Get Your Shine On podcast, and today I got another guest with me. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Keesh.
That's it, Keesh?
Yep, just Keesh.
Okay, that's not her real name, y'all, but we'll let her slide. And today we're going to be diving into Keish's profession.
Well, thank you.
Which is, well, one of many of her professions. She's like a jack of all trades. Well, a Jill of all trades.
Yes. There you go. Thank you.
So,
I like how you corrected yourself.
Yeah, because I was like, well, she can't be Jack. She's not a guy. At least I don't think so.
Clearly. You see my hardware. Check it out.
I mean, but the surgeon's so good nowadays, so you never really know. So
Shit, I ain't got that kind of money, nigga. I would like to think.
So what are you doing with yourself?
Oh, well, these days I am a licensed behavior therapist. I work with special needs kids. So behavior therapy, like, teaches them better habits and replaces like negative behaviors with more positive habits so that they try to like completely stop with the bad or negative behaviors that they have.
So how does a kid get sent to you? Do they have to be like, I mean, I hate to sound insensitive, but do they have to be retarded, or like do they?
I prefer special needs just because we use the word retard for like so many different things across different contexts. So
I'm sorry, y'all. I know I said I was gonna sound insensitive, but that's not what I meant.
I get it.
I mean, it's not my profession.
So I typically deal with children that have autism. So I got most of my training and certifications through Centers for Autism and Related Disorders for Children. Oh my God, that's like a mouthful, right? But so they have different diagnoses or multiple different symptoms or issues or problems that they deal with. So most of my kids that come to me are non-vocal, non-verbal. So I do a little bit of sign language with them.
For real?
Yeah. Just because it's a better way that we can bond. It's something that we can bond over. Because when you like try to develop a bond with these kids, of course, at first they're going to be like, you really trying me. Like, right. I got to see what I can get away with, But the good thing is I also went through the Aggressive Behavior Management Academy and training. So I'm certified with that. And that puts me further, down, or up the career ladder, because not a lot of people want to deal with the aggressive kids that may slap them, hit them, punch them, kick them.
They do that to you?
Yes.
What?
Yeah. So, which is so weird, right? Because I have like all the patience in the world for all of my clients. I do. But outside of work, I am not patient. So, like, I'm working on it because that's so weird.
So, how long do these courses typically last?
Anywhere between, like, let's say 6 months, 9 months, 12. It just depends on what you're actually really trying to do.
So, you're dealing with a kid hitting and beating on you for a year, basically?
Yeah, but, maybe in the first 3 months, they see, like, okay, like, I can't play with her like that because, it's my way, basically. I am the adult, so I'm exercising authority, but in a fun, safe environment where they understand, like, okay, if I want to do what I want to do, then I need to do this or take care of the task at hand.
Okay, so let's backtrack first. I need to ask this first.
Uh-huh.
What made you want to do something like this?
Oh my goodness. You know how like in Maryland when you're in middle school they make you volunteer, and I started volunteering at like special needs homes. Mm-hmm. And I saw how they were treated, and I was like, you know what, when I get older I'm gonna take a mental note on this. Like, I'm gonna make a difference. Like, I have to make a difference.
That's so dope.
Thank you. So I just, over the years, like maybe about 14 or 15 is when I first was like, oh yeah, like I could really make a difference in this field because it lacks heart. And I know, like, if anybody got heart, like I got that, right? So like I put it into everything that I do. But it's just like really motivating to be able to be like, you know, these people see these children, they judge them, they don't pay them any attention, but they're kids too. They need a chance. Like, they like when people smile at them. They like to be acknowledged. They like to go through what they go through. Yeah, they have their little attitudes or whatever. Like, the teenagers, oh my God, they're regular teenagers, okay? Like,
so you deal with kids of all ages, or?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my youngest client is 2. My oldest client is 15.
Okay, so I want to ask about the 15-year-old.
That's my baby.
Because that seems like that's a little old. So like, what's the steps like? If they come in, you say nonverbal.
Yeah, you know, like, you acknowledge them, you talk to them, like, don't talk to them like they, of course, like, special.
I got you.
You have to I treat them like they regular kids, because I know that they know their perception, regardless of whatever their diagnosis is, they know what's going on. They listen intently and wait for those opportunities when they can show you who they are or give you a glimpse of their personality by their actions.
So which one is it easier to deal with, the older ones or the younger ones?
Funny story. I conditioned myself to be able to have fun on the whole, like, throughout the whole age range. Like, from the 2-year-old, I could be very, very silly, very playful. With the middle school, with the kids that's in the middle, it's like, it's more fun, like pretend play or walks, but it's always conversation. It's always through playful gestures and stuff.
Okay, so for people who would want to follow in your footsteps, what's like the basic procedure to get to where you're at right now? You don't have to be detail for detail, because I don't want you to, Well,
first of all, you need to find a company that has like they offer the training for the certifications, because like I did the training, and it's like 40 hours of online classes and then all these other classes and books and stuff you have to read. It's a lot of literature, like, but I can do it, right? So anybody can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. 40 hours, and it's this crazy long exam. No lie, it's like 70 questions, right? So like, you have to get, well, I don't know how many you're supposed to get wrong in order to fail it, because my goal was to pass it, so I passed it.
And that's all that matters. You got 100?
I got 100. Like, I was not playing. I failed it. I'm not gonna lie. I was ready to give up the 4th time I failed it, because they regenerate it. And like I said, it's like 70 questions, right? So it's like, I don't know if I'll be able to do this, but I stuck with it, and the 5th time I took it, passed it 100%, right?
That's dope.
Ha ha ha, I'm a registered behavior technician therapist as well.
That sounds so fancy. Like, this sounds like
I know, like, my whole goal has been like to add commas behind my name with titles and certificates.
And you're on your way.
Yay, great. Go me.
Yeah, it seems like I'm talking to a whole different person. I know she ditched me for a whole year, but I'm not gonna bring that up.
Okay, so listen, I thought that we weren't going to bring that up, because that's not even relevant to the topics at hand.
I mean, it's not.
It's not.
Just figured out, let the people know,
You finished? Are you done?
For right now.
Yeah, thank you.
This will resurface.
Moving right along.
But anyways, so how does this tie in to your future plans? Your future goals?
Okay, so I want to open I want to call it like a resource center, where, myself and a couple other therapists, or a few. I want it to be a nonprofit, but I want to help find funding sources for low income or at-risk kids. Maybe I haven't really decided if I wanted to start it in Maryland or DC, but they're so close. So hopefully, maybe even get into offering free transportation as well, but it would be geared around like parent training, and as on like if you have an aggressive kid or a nonverbal kid, or what help move along their developmental process. It kind of goes hand in hand, so maybe it would be like a resource / clinic. I'm not sure, but it's definitely going to be something that's going to be my baby, like my first business that I open, because I have like 3 that I'm really like focusing on right now,
which we're going to get into all of them, but I'm just like, that's so cool, because I feel like parents need that.
Yeah, like people don't know how to really accept or deal with a special needs kid that's like right there in front of them. They, freeze up.
Or try to ignore it.
But in reality, no. Like, this is happening and you can't just ignore it. Like,
right. That's
if
so
you
cool.
ignore it and you turn your head, one of them kids will slap the crap out of you. And I would be standing there laughing like, are you okay?
You wouldn't laugh.
I would laugh.
You wouldn't laugh.
I would laugh. I've done it. Trust me. It's like, you ignored him and he was trying to tell you hi. You ain't speak. Just like, that's it.
So when you say low income, what do you mean? It's going to be affordable, or you mean just like...
Well, it will be affordable.
Are you sure?
Very positive.
Okay.
I'm not, my pockets, they line, but they ain't thick, you know what I'm saying? I got a little bit more work to do. I take care of my mamas, but I just want it to be where, like, you don't have to have thousands of dollars, because I broke away from the Centers for Autism, because I just saw them, like, draining families financially, and it's like, it's really intense therapy,
right?
But they can't afford it. And then you're supposed to be offering parent training, but I don't really see the supervisors on these kids' cases actually taking the time to sit down and say, well, this is how you can encourage this behavior while distinguishing or extinguishing this behavior.
Right.
They don't follow through, and that was an issue with me. I'm like, we're supposed to be offering these services to the parents.
So basically, it's just about the money.
Right.
Okay.
So they lost their heart somewhere in there. So I work privately for myself now.
Which is the best way to do anything nowadays.
Yeah, so I'm my own boss.
Entrepreneurship.
Yeah, you know what? Somebody actually really called me that the other day, like for the first time. And I was like, wow, you know what? I do, have my own little business, and I'm certified, and I had to go through all these training courses and stuff. Like, I kind of, I'll own that. I'll take that title. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like, a couple months shy of my 30th. Like, I'm really, like, establishing myself, right? I'm, like, really establishing myself and making sure that I'm set and grounded, financially, to be able to take care of myself in the future, because, the opportunities that our parents were afforded from, whether it's Social Security or Medicaid or whatever it is,
right?
That'll be totally diminished by the time we become like senior citizens.
Yeah. So
it's like, I need to make sure that I got my money straight. Check out this whole life insurance plan that I got. Like, can I borrow from that? I have to make sure that if anything happens, God forbid, and to my parents, I can be able to make sure that we all straight, or everything is taken care of, and we not, borrowing this money or creating debt and all this other stuff. Yeah,
got you. So, segueing into, you said you have multiple businesses. What else you got?
Really big. I'm really, really big on, like, crime scene investigation. So I wanted to go ahead and finish I only have like a couple more courses left to actually get the certification for that. But I noticed in this area that there aren't many crime scene cleaning companies. Right. So I'm like, okay, that's another business, because it could really become lucrative. Especially if you got people like Trump in office. It's a lot of crime scenes going down, y'all. And I'm just like, I'm trying to swoop in and get that cash. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to be like my legit business. I want to start here and then branch out in the area. Maybe have an office in D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. Why not?
Yeah, that's dope. I didn't even know stuff like that existed till you said something about it. And I was like, yeah, we got to talk about that. And I'm like... around here, there's plenty of crimes around here, and
exactly.
When people get shot, you can still see the blood and
the outline and the chalk and stuff. I
mean, I don't know if they still use chalk.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
They still outline bodies with chalk?
Ask any homicide detective in the area. Oh wait, you don't do cops, right?
No.
That's just me.
She's being funny, y'all. She really does cops, if you know what she means. Anyways,
that's my other job. That's part time though. That's undercover work.
Man, pig in a blanket. Anyways, staying on topic. So, how long before you finish those courses?
Well, I'm giving myself the next 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
Eventually I do want to, because I'm sure I'm not really big on marriage. I want to do, like, maybe have a kid or 2, something like that. But I want to establish myself and my businesses first.
So you want the kid or 2 without marriage? Or, I mean, if you have 2 kids, you might as well get married, right?
No.
I don't get it. What's the...
I don't want to have to deal with a whole husband. I really just want to be a mom.
But I mean, if you do one, you might as well do the other.
No, if I do the husband and I get the kid, I mean, if I do the boyfriend or whatever, baby father, and get the kids, bye.
Okay, I see where this is going.
Yeah, well, you know who you're talking to. You know who you're dealing with.
Yeah, player.
Not a player. I just don't crush a lot.
Okay, so 2 to 3 years, you'll still be relatively young.
Yeah.
By society standards.
You know what? There's nothing wrong with doing whatever I'm trying to do first. Like, I did the whole, like, being engaged thing, and oh my God, I lost a baby. Like, no, come on, like, focus on
the career. Like, you tried the other side.
Right.
Things got a little rough. Now it's like, let's take care of business.
Exactly. Then, you know, I wasted a little bit of time, squandered, like, money. I'm, like, trying to get back my savings back to where it was before it got demolished. Like, I'm kind of backtracking financially just because I had a savings and I messed it up. So,
which is normal. It's normal life.
I know, but it's like I want to do more for myself and my family. Like, I want to make sure that, like, I can give both my moms an allowance like they gave me. Like, I'm trying to hand them a check this Christmas and not take care of their debt.
See, not too many people still have that kind of mindset that you're talking right now.
Yeah, like, they've sacrificed so much for myself and my brother. Like, I got them. If they never want for nothing. Like,
right, and that's how I feel. Nowadays, it seems like people would just be so pressed to, like, get away from their family as soon as they can.
Not so much my family, but my immediate family, like where my house is. Both my aunts, or both my moms and my brother, like, them 3, they gonna be straight. Like, they know I don't play that. I got them. Like, I've been holding it down for a while now. So
yeah, it's everybody else that's just no more, you know.
I mean, I ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't my household. I mean, I wish we had one of those, like, cohesive families that was, like, real, real close. But no,
I don't think nobody has that anymore.
I mean, let's strive for it, but it's so much.
I mean, unless you start your own.
Yeah, right.
Just gonna throw that out there.
You know, but the dynamic of it is like.
Here we go. It's like what?
Well, you know, coming from a relationship and just thinking like. I mean, we're talking about getting married, but things like abruptly changed.
I expect you to have this kind of mindset freshly out of one. Let's come back a few months from now when, you know.
Yeah, but you know, I'm like emotionally detached to this particular situation.
I get that, but you're still emotional right now.
I'm not emotional. I know exactly what I want. I know how I'm going to get it. I know that a husband is not necessarily a part of that plan. I do have a wonderful father picked out, you know, lined up for my kids. Like, yeah, we have that financial understanding. We had those conversations, the uncomfortable ones, the comfortable ones, you know, did the whole little relationship counseling, you know, because it's necessary. Like, you have to have those talks.
So I just have to ask, like I keep asking, like, if you do all of that, why not marriage? Like, that's the only thing. Like, because you're not giving me a good enough answer. Like, you're basically describing everything that marriage is, and then just saying, but I don't want to get married. Like,
I mean, because it's like, if it happens, I guess because me and this particular man, we've been around each other for years. Like,
right.
He's been there. We've been together. We've separated. He's had girlfriends, I've had other boyfriends, but we seem to somehow always migrate back to each other.
Right.
No matter how far distant we are from each other, like physically, not metaphorically. But, you know, this would be like my first marriage, his third marriage type thing. You know, like, I'm a year older than his oldest. And, like, don't get me wrong, he has 3 kids. We all get along, but it's like the dynamic of it.
So you're older than his oldest kid?
Yes.
About 1 year.
About 1 year.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Yeah, like I said, I met him like 9-10 years ago. So like I definitely.
So you said this is his third marriage. At least you know he experienced.
I mean, yeah, which makes him an awesome potential father for my kids
And a husband.
I mean, but if he sucked at being a husband twice, like, do you really believe in a lucky number 3 crap? Like, I don't.
Third time's the charm.
Okay, bite me. Listen, I am a charmer. He don't have to.
The most classic cliche in the book.
He does not have to be like, yeah, I want you, like, because I feel like if he does that whole you mines and I'm gonna marry you type thing, then the dynamic of our relationship would change. And like, we worked so hard to establish it where it is now. It's just like I wouldn't dare try to taint that. Not yet. Like,
you know what? The fact that you think that marriage would taint that, it shows like your perspective on everything.
I'm just saying, like, I know how intense our relationship is, like,
right. So,
and those are like, it's promises, it's things that like I would legit have to be like, you know what? I love you so much, I'm gonna put up with your shit every day for the rest of my life. Like, nah, nigga, listen, let's talk about this. Can we negotiate it? Can I do it like maybe 15 days? Out of a 30 calendar day month? Like, I don't really. I could put that type of energy into raising our kids, and we could do it like that, and you know,
and just not be married.
No, because it's still things that I want. Like, I have this condo that I'm working like so hard for, that I really want. And he has his house already, you know, like he has.
So you can't get a condo if you get married, basically.
But I mean, what's the point in getting married and you living in 2 separate houses? And I know how I met this man, okay? So I'm just no.
I mean, you could start off separate and then compromise.
No, I mean, yeah, we could come together, but then it would be like, are we going to get rid of that property? Because I want to own it. Like, it's going to be mine.
You can rent it out. Or he can rent the house out.
I mean, no. I think once, because his grandkids and stuff come over, the house is bigger. We want to add to it. Like,
right, so you can rent the condo out.
Yeah.
There's ways around it. You just being like super complicated right now.
I'm not. It's just like I
feel like
marriage is not on my list of goals right now.
Now I feel like you're the hold up in all of this. Like, I feel like he's probably somewhere like, yeah, you know, I really want to marry shorty, but I don't know what it is. And now
I'm pretty sure he's somewhere working or probably looking at some other ass. Probably that's like my age or younger. Like, I know this man like the back of my hand.
Telling one of his coworkers, yeah, I'm really trying to marry shorty, but for some reason she just. Mind
you, he's still fresh from the divorce. He's been like divorced for like 3 years now.
It's the best time. Like, I'm the most vulnerable when I first get out of a relationship. You know, I might be in one the next day.
No, I don't want him vulnerable. I want him conscious for this decision.
That's when you're the most conscious. When you're vulnerable, yeah, it is.
No, I don't think so. Because he's trying to establish himself in his household, you know, for his grandkids and what he wants to do with his land. And I'm over here trying to establish what I'm trying to do and get my land. You know what I'm saying? Because that's his house. That's not ours. Now, if
because you've been complicated. That's why it's not y'all's.
No.
I mean, but, you know, I'm going to let
I want to let the man live, you know. He can do whatever he wants. He goes and travels. I go and travel. You know, sometimes we go places together, sometimes we don't. You know, like, it's cool the way that we have our understanding.
I got you. It's a structure in place, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm not the one to try to, yeah, y'all do this, y'all do that. You know,
it would be like whatever conclusion of how he feels about me. I want it to be his actions showing me that that's what he wants, not me saying you need to marry me. This is what you need to do. Like, I just realized that when you go at a man like that, typically you're not the woman that he marries. The very next one, the one that puts in the minimal work gets the ring and the name. The one that put in all the work doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what he wants to do, if he wants to marry me, then he knows what he has to do, and those hoops have yet to be jumped through. So.
Oh, so it's a game, basically.
It's not a game.
You just say jump through hoops. I take that as a game.
It's not a game. It's just like, you know, what are you willing to sacrifice? Because I know what I'm sacrificing in order to be your wife. Like, what are you willing to give in this? You're like, what? No. I can't. I'm not about to do that.
Okay. So, question. While all of this is going on, are you like officially off the market? Is there like some mingling still can happen between you and somebody else? Like, can somebody new come in and just be like, and actually have a chance?
You know, I tried this somebody new come in and actually have a chance, and it didn't go far. You know, God bless him. He's a sweetheart. He really, really was. But we were just raised differently, and you know, our goals.
I feel like that's the most important thing you have to learn about a person nowadays. It's how they were raised.
Right. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. From now on, that's what I got to get to the bottom. Like, don't even tell me your name. Just tell me tell me your parents' name, you know, and then tell me where I grew up at. And
or like me, I did the whole I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to observe the environment, and it's like okay, so it's starting to make sense. Like I totally understand why he is the way that he is, and why it's not going to work for me. So
did you communicate?
Yeah.
I don't know. You say you observe. That doesn't sound like communication.
I mean, I always communicate. I could, whatever. But good life with the best of them. They seem like, you know, really, really nice people. But their morals and goals in life are just totally different from what I was exposed to, what I believe in, and how I was raised. So, bye-bye. You know, yes, I am off the market.
Sorry, guys.
I ain't shit. That police officer is not going nowhere. And it's not worth, you know, bringing in a new guy because it's like, he crazy. And I ain't even about to test that.
I mean, but the last guy, obviously, you brought him in. So what was?
Well, you know, I put him on notice. I was like, look, we're not saying eye to eye right now. You got to pass. I got to pass. And it just so happened that, you know, it didn't work out. So here we are trying this thing again, you know.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, I mean.
So since we're in the, you know, the dating convo section right now, I just want to ask a general question. I like to ask all females this.
Oh, my God.
No, it's nothing bad. I just want to, because we had a debate a long time ago about where you should take a female for the first date. And the debate, this is what the debate all started from. My brother says you shouldn't go all out for the first date. I say you should go all out for the first date because first impression is everything.
Exactly.
Right. So, from a female's perspective, if a guy wants to take you out the first time, where should he take you? Should it be like all out? Should it be like...
Now, keep in mind who you're talking to and what type of men and how old they are and how old their pockets are, how long their money is. Ask me the question.
Asking the wrong kind of female.
Okay, thank you. Right, yeah, because, you know,
yeah,
I see women, they be geeked for Applebee's and Fridays and Fudd Ruckers, and I'm like, oh, well, we're going to Ruth's Chris. Or I'll meet you at McCormick and Smith's, and they're like, "What?"
Okay, sorry guys.
You know, like that's where I go. Yeah. You know, that's what I'm used to.
Got to be in a certain pay grade to take this one out.
I mean, I'm just exposed to really nice things. I'm very fortunate in that in that aspect of things.
Well, I make sure I got to find me a female that's impressed with, would you say, Applebee's?
Yeah, you know, hey, IHOP. 2 for $20 is cool. IHOP, I'm sick of IHOP. Let's just like not, okay?
2 for $20 is amazing.
Awesome, right? For me and my girlfriends. But if that's what you're trying, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But you know, whatever floats your boat. You know, it depends on the guy. If he's a really, really nice guy, but his pocket's not lined, and he takes you out and respects you, opens your doors, and blah blah blah. Give him some. Like, that's the least you could do. He put effort into it.
Okay, y'all. I got to get somebody else because he's like clearly steering everybody in the wrong direction.
I am not steering anything in the wrong direction. All I'm saying is that it's a case-by-case thing, you know? Like.
Okay, I can respect that.
Yeah.
So if I'm broke, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say I'm broke. And I'd be like, yo, I got this picnic set up for us. And I open the door and, you know, be the complete gentleman. You're saying that I basically should be getting some. That's what you just, in a nutshell, that's what you just kind of said.
If there's effort, there should be some sex involved. That's all I'm saying. If he make you feel special, if he puts energy and effort into making you feel special.
But you do realize we're talking about the first date.
I mean, hey. No, I'm just kidding. But it depends. Like, you can't say that, because everybody's done it. Hell, I've done it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're human. You want to know what's going on. Like, whether it's the first date or the 50th date, that's up to you. Like, that's your body. That's your choice.
Especially at this age.
Yeah, you know, like, whatever, do it. If that's what you want to do. If you feel moved to give them something that first night, boom. Who's going to judge you? That's your business. You're grown.
Yeah, see, we need more people out here like you.
Oh,
you know, you starting to make sense now. I was worried at first, but now,
God.
now the puzzle's coming together now.
Oh my God, nobody's perfect. Okay, nobody is perfect.
I mean, if it's gonna give me sex on the first date, I hope I don't want.
I mean, the date will be perfect if that's what. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want nobody to be perfect if I can get sex on the first date all the time. So imagine like, no, because I'm saying like, imagine you just. What if I take a different girl out every day this week and it's just like, okay, picnic.
As long as you have condoms, you're good.
I mean,
I know you seen that daggone truck driving around, and it say,
"Oh, I'm not the only one, right?"
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
It was just around here, like
it's like the STD truck, y'all.
It's like the real thin little.
Yes,
yeah,
and
right.
it's like, oh my God. But anyway, as long as if you do different chick every night, as long as you use a condom every night, and then I'm so tired of Facebook because Facebook had this little post about how people were reusing condoms. I'm like, how disgusting is that? If you can't afford to buy new condoms for a new partner, you shouldn't be having sex, okay?
Condoms are free in certain places.
Yeah, but who reuses condoms? Like, how disgusting is that? Ew.
That's very disgusting.
Thank you. I'm like, news. Probably some Caucasians behind
barely,
that. I've never heard any men that were dumb enough. Maybe Alan from Forceville, you know, because he walked around with used condoms in his pocket. You know, Alan that played football.
Okay, let's not name drop.
Oh, sorry. Everybody know who I'm talking about, though. I know y'all know. Alan got around.
Anyways, like you said, we're human, and he definitely was superstar status in high school, so...
Just don't reuse condoms, okay? Ew.
Yeah, I barely use them, so I know I wouldn't reuse it.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I don't even want to talk about that one because I can't talk. Yeah. Can't talk at all.
Yeah, I bet. So, you use female condoms?
What?
The female condoms.
Who does that?
I'm just asking. I mean, they make them, so somebody has to be using them, right?
When he put his face in it, I don't know nothing about no female condoms. You probably want to ask a lesbian that one, because that's the only people that would really get enjoyment out of that. Ain't no black man about to be like, hold up, boo, before I eat that job.
I knew we wasn't going to get through this without some type of racism, some racism going on. So
ain't no black dude about to be like, hold on, let me use this. Let me go crack open this female condom. I want to give you some good old cunnilingus. Like, it's not going down like that. It's just not.
Give you some good old what?
Cunnilingus.
What is that?
It's head.
Was that a scientific term or like?
Yeah, you know, like fellatio is when a woman gives a man.
I mean, I've heard of that, but I've never heard of that.
The sort of opposite. The woman's one is.
Say it again. Cunnilingus.
Cunnilingus.
Okay.
Cunnilingus.
I'll just say head.
I mean, yeah, whatever.
It's way more simple. You know, dome, head, skeleton, neck. You
face.
Know. Face. Yeah. So. Any other businesses? We got way off topic. Well, not really.
Sex is a lucrative business. Don't you ever get it twisted.
There you go.
Yes, I do have a couple of. No, I'm just kidding. I don't have any.
Don't have any what?
Tricks.
I didn't ask for that. I said business.
Yes, I'm a pimp. I do pimp. Yep.
You are a pimp or you do pimps?
I do.
You do pimps.
Pimpin'. It's been pimpin'.
This is a cold character, y'all. You have to forgive her. And she's high out of her mind, so.
Hey, like, that's my business.
It is.
Who wants to be sober?
Obviously me. I'm sitting over here. SOBER.
And I'm so sorry. Okay.
Don't be.
Why?
I feel amazing right now.
I mean, I feel amazing too. Yeah, me too. The herbs from life.
So you were saying something about earlier that you make herbs and shit like that?
I do. So like, I have like, okay, my godmother is like 75, and you know she's old. Most of her friends are older. They done passed, and her brothers and stuff. She lost her oldest son recently. Like, she's just sad. So I spend a lot of time with her, and she knows a lot about herbs and gardens and different the different healing properties and values of all of these things. And I'm like, okay, well, I took, most of what she was saying, and I wrote a little book, or wrote it up, and I use it. It's like a potion guide for real. Like, I got into it, and I got like a really bad cut, and I was just like, it's too visible. I'm not going out the house. So what did I have? What were my choices? Like, hide in the house or put makeup on it? Nah. I went to that book, I opened it, and I figured out, oh, okay, so shea butter and chickweed and all these other herbs and stuff would make a bomb as healing serum, or whatever, ointment. So I made it, and I was like, wow, that works. So it's like
You've just been in it ever since.
Yeah, it works for me. It keeps my skin, my body, and toxins and stuff. It's a lot, but yeah.
That's dope. That's dope.
It's like old lady stuff, like old lady hoodoo stuff.
Yeah, so don't mess with her. She's voodoo and all of that. So yeah,
I am dangerous.
No comment.
Yeah.
So before we get up out of here, if people wanted to get in contact about, like, say they wanted to send a kid your way or refer a kid your way, how would they get in contact with you?
OMG.
You gonna plug Facebook or what? Like,
what is my name on Facebook? Oh, so it's Johnson Keisha.
Well, I could have just asked for your email, I guess.
Well, my email is my whole government. So it's like Keisha.nicole.johnson@gmail.com. Yeah, it's a lot. I told you.
Your middle name's Nicole?
Yeah, like every other black girl in this area. Like, don't you know other women middle name is Nicole?
I mean, I know them, but I didn't know yours. I know you for like, what, 15 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been quite some time, yeah.
Learn something new every day.
Like, where'd you think Nikki came from?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, depending on where I know you from, that's what you know me as. So, like, Nikki is certain people, and then Keesh is like, okay, well, I knew them from high school or college, but...
Nikki is dope. Speaking of nicknames, this is the person who gave me mine.
Oh, yay, Teddy Bear. Hey.
Yeah.
Like, was that in 9th grade that we established that?
Way back in 9th grade.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And now it's like...
I still call you that. That's your name in my phone, actually.
Yeah.
It's never changed.
And now it's just like taking off. And now it's like everybody just...
Yeah. I like it. It's cute.
Yeah. That's dope. Everything comes full circle.
Definitely.
Well, I appreciate you coming on today.
Well, thanks for letting me blabber. I know I talk a lot.
No, you didn't. We're still in the time frame, so...
Oh, great. Awesome.
Yeah.
Go me.
Did you have fun?
I definitely did. I'm not gonna lie. I was like totally losing my shit. I was like,
she was like super nervous. Scary, y'all. Like, just.
I was nervous. I think my voice is annoying. I do. Like every other person, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like my voice either. But you sound,
Thanks.
Radio-esque.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This has been another Get Your Shine On podcast episode, and tune in again. We'll be back soon.
Bye.